This looks like music video quality.
Yeah.
Here we go, boys.
Yep.
This seems to always be when I'm laying all alone. If I pop my bed, is where I start to overthink. Can't control my brain, it's always stirring up a storm. It makes it really hard trying to smile and carry on. Word, hey, there's one thing I can tell you. Hey, you better say it till you're clean together. Hey, lots of matters realize you can. Hey, you'll be okay. It's alright, because the finish line is the best thing you'll ever roll. It takes time, but you will see the sign of the most my royal road. I'm trying to carry too much all at once on my plate, and by the time I get it done, it's getting really late. That's the curve that life will always throw you anyway. We're thinking of the sanity, we're going off the rails. Hey, but there's one thing I can tell you. Hey, you better sleep until you see the morning sun. Live every day by the day. Hey, you'll be okay. It's alright, we cross the finish line. We're the best thing you'll ever own. It takes time, but you will see the sign for the most by your own. It's alright, we cross the finish line. We're the best thing you'll ever own. It takes time, but you will see the sign for the most by your own. It's alright, across the finish line, and we're the best thing you'll ever round. It takes time, but you will see the sign for the most mind by your own. It's alright, across the finish line, and we're the best thing you'll ever round. It takes time, but you will see the sign for the most by your own. Hey!
Well, we're filming. We're rolling right now, boys.
We're hard.
Yeah, welcome. Revive the Roast to my creepy basement.
Currency, what's up, brother?
Boys.
Thanks for having us.
Let's
Again.
go hard.
Yes.
Let's
This
go
basement
hard
is
into the
fucking
podcast.
sick.
Aw,
Thank
man.
you for having us.
No problem, man. I'm glad you guys came. You made the trip up from Welland.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
What
Thank
a
you.
roll, man. And you guys broke your U-Haul.
Nope.
No, we fixed it with your fucking crowbar. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
We almost broke it.
I'm glad my
Almost.
crowbar did some good. All right, so, okay, boys, what's COVID been like? What have you guys been doing to try to stay sane, keep music alive? What are you doing?
Well, for the most part, we're just we're keeping our bubble, the RTR bubble. We're just jamming and writing. I think more importantly, yeah, we're just writing some new songs and just keeping the content alive for the fans. You know, just trying to do something we can't play, right? So as we roll out new songs, we're just rolling out some fun content and some merch drops really here and there. That's about it, man.
You guys got some good merch.
Thank you.
Where
Thank you.
can people find your merch? I mean, the way that I doctor your merch. I mean, that's
Well,
the best way.
if you want to find it the way you did, you have to be a slayer.
Exactly.
But for the most part, you got to go to revivetherose.ca/merch,
Okay.
and then you'll get it.
What do you recommend when it comes to the merch? What's the comfiest piece of merch that you guys have up there?
You know, I like the fucking baseball tee. I've never rocked those
Depends
before.
what season you're in. We
Yeah,
have merch
depends
for
what
every
season.
season.
Fair
We got
enough.
suits,
A
we got
fucking
shirts,
sweater if it's
tank
cold.
tops.
but-
I'm the fattest band member, so I'm just gonna say the hoodie is probably the comfiest,
All right, all
and,
right.
and it hides your tits if you're having a bad month. So it's
You
nice.
know what? Shit, you guys gave me a hoodie and some girl stole it on me.
Oh shit! Oh wait, you know what? I think you have like the slim hoodie though.
I
You don't
do.
have the new thick hoodies. We'll have to
Okay.
give you one of those.
All right. And of course, let's introduce the fifth member of the band, the sixth member of the band, I guess we call it.
Steve Kearns.
No,
Oh, Mr. Bar Down.
the Mr. Bar Down,
Yes.
the lager. Here, hold it up to the camera.
Yeah, so this is our new beer we just made.
These guys got their own beer.
Are you hard?
Are you hard? This is Bar
You
Down
can
lager.
drink it too.
I feel like that deserves a group cheers. Cheers to the bar down and cheers to.
Cheers to the Bar Down.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love how Pete's just slugging right out of the club bottle. Look at you go, you stallion.
Hey, thank you.
All right, so I mean, let's talk about music. Let's talk about how the band gets together. I mean, let's go around, introduce everybody at least, right? Andy, lead singer. Matt, guitar.
Yes.
With the shades on.
I
Pete?
need them.
Yeah,
you do not
Pete,
want to
other
see my
guitar,
eyes.
other vocal.
Yeah, and I'm Matt. I'm the drummer of the band.
You're the new drummer.
I'm the new drummer. Yeah, I'm the session player of the band. Yeah.
All
He's been
right, so,
serving us well.
okay.
it's
So
been
I
great.
mean,
It's been great.
how did these guys con you into coming along with this little, menagerie?
Oh, lots of no, I'm just kidding. no.
Well-
I've known Andy for since we were about 15, 16.
It's been about since 2010. So
yeah. And so I decided, Andy, if you ever need anything, we grew up in the music scene together. I said, if you ever need anything from a drummer standpoint or whatever, feel free to hit me up. And then one day he just hit me up. And it just worked out, and it's been a great working relationship, and I can help with some business side of things with that, and as well as session playing, and it's just a great working relationship.
I've been in a band with Matt before too. We
Yeah.
used to play in a band which people know called Foolproof.
Yeah,
So,
with Paige.
yeah.
Shout out Foolproof. Shout out
yeah,
Paige.
shout out to Foolproof. They're killing it right now. So,
Charting.
but yeah, we so I always kind of knew. Besides all the side stuff, we've just grown up in the scene together. I've always known we work well together, in general, musician wise. So yeah, it was just fuck it, why not? Let's try it out.
So this is your band. This is your baby, Andy, right?
It's our baby.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who are the original members?
us three.
These three right
Okay.
here, these stallions.
These stallions. Okay, so I mean, and what age do you guys get going with this?
18.
I think 18 years old. Yeah,
Everybody's
right
18,
away.
you guys
It,
get
it
going,
to-
right?
As soon as you
2014,
can.
we founded this band. We played our first show.
Fucking
So,
7 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy. Time flies, but we've evolved so much over those years, though.
Yeah.
Man, 7 years could change so
Yeah.
much. I was telling Pete on our way to the boozy store that 7 years ago it came up in my Facebook, but I saw the Glorious Sons play to 12 people at the Red Dog.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they were our second show we've ever played was with the Glorious Sons.
It's crazy,
Detour
eh?
Music
Yeah.
Hall.
And look at those guys now, and look at what just the stratosphere that they've gone to.
It's
all just because
insane.
of a couple of songs,
They're
right?
massive now, man.
I
Well
mean,
deserved.
you guys definitely got what it takes. I mean, I've always said that about you guys. Everybody that ever sees you, that's why whenever I bring you to Peterborough, you guys get so much love. Is just because everybody that's seen you knows that you guys are legit, and they just want to see you go up in the stratosphere.
Oh, frig, man. We
Thanks,
love
Larry.
your support, man. We love partying with you,
Damn
man.
right,
Like,
boys.
It's
Damn
just
right.
always a good time.
Damn right.
On the other note with the Glorious Sons too, it's kind of crazy because when they dropped the Union and all their first album stuff, that was all done by produced by John Angus McDonald of the Trues, and now we're working with him now, for our new material we're rolling out. So it just kind of trips how life works that way, It's just you never know what life's gonna throw at you in a year even,
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the new single, especially. I mean, you guys got that new one that's burning out there right now, Need You Now. I mean, it's getting a lot of love. I mean, it's getting a lot of love on the radio. It's starting to get played around. I know it's definitely getting played around on the on some of the stations that I'm listening to. So how does that song come about? Was it written in quarantine? Where'd you write it? What kind of headspace was the whole band in at that time?
Oh, frig, Pete, I'd
Yeah,
take this
Pete,
one.
take it.
I had so I started doing some demos on my fucking Mac, and I had this little riff, and I brought it to the boys, and John Angus of the Trues kind of gutted it for us. He kind of refuculated it, and it turned into just a beast of a song. if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was totally different.
I
when we
had
brought it up there.
Essentially the chorus was the only thing that kind of sounded the same, but not really. But he still kind of like helped us kind of do that. So, but we learned a lot through the process and like how to like shape a song. And Matt's the one that brought it up. We weren't even gonna fucking do it, man. And he's like, hey, but how about that one riff you got? And we kind of just built it around that. And we just kind of fixed it up.
Yeah.
It was a bitches song like before, but it was totally fucking different, man.
Right.
Okay.
If
have
you had
to-
heard the demo,
it's hard to
what
explain,
it is
man.
now, yeah.
Yeah, it was just different though.
Yeah.
I always found like the chorus was always so catchy, but it was just missing that like it was just missing
Yeah.
that little umph to it,
Yeah.
you know. And then John Angus helped us totally find what it
but,
was missing.
But it was real quick for him. He fucking
Oh.
totally. It was like a puzzle.
He just
man.
finds this.
Yeah, no,
in the-
we picked up an
Yeah.
acoustic guitar at his house, and he kind of fucking just.
He's got a real knack for song arrangement.
He's got a
and
great
songwriting.
ear.
the
man.
verses used
Great
to be
ear.
like a fast drum beat too. It was like
punk, yeah.
guy, but then he's like, no, just go fucking full. And I'm like, oh fuck, well, that
Because
makes
he
sense.
wanted it to be climactic. He wanted it to have a strong push. You know.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
cool, man. It sounds like you guys are learning a lot from this guy.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you
Shout
know,
out J.A.
I
man.
mean,
Learning
of course,
from the
he isn't
best.
the trues. I mean, like, heck, I mean, the guy obviously knows what he's doing. I mean, hit after hit after hit. But
Nick Russo's biceps.
We got Need You Now, the new one. Massive.
Don't have a gun in your hand. It must be something I said. Didn't mean to make you cry. Now you leave it again. I'm giving up on my time. Yeah, you know you're my time. Working hard on my grind. But you ruin my life. Call you safe. Come and save me from myself. You're miles away. Miles away, but I need you now. Oh, remember way back when, to when I was a pretend, when you're gonna make me mad, 'cause I get out of hand. We had a fight a few times, now you're free from your crime. I know that we'll be fine. Bring it back in my arms tonight. Call you safe. Come and save me from myself. You're miles away. Miles away, but I need you now. Call you safe. Come and save me from myself. You're miles away. Miles away, but I need you now. Don't know why it gets you high, but these days I make you feel alive. Never thought you were the guy with mine. All you say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away, but I need you now. All you say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away. I'm miles away, but I need you now. Don't you say, come and save me from myself. I'm miles away, but I need you now. 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 Oh my God!
Right.
Seriously,
Yeah,
man.
What is your favorite True song?
Oh,
Well, I just discovered a
good
couple
question.
new ones,
All right.
and I've been cranking Sweetness by them, fucking
Okay.
like on repeat.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
So shout out to that one.
I think
Bitch and riff.
always
holy
my
fuck.
favorite, just because it's kind of like the starting song for me. Like, and it just took. I cranked it so many times growing up. I think Pearl Broken Heart of Me. That's
what I was.
It's
gonna
a
say.
classic.
That was mine
I'll-
every time.
I'll
Poor
come
old
in.
Broken
I'll come
Hearted.
in with Paranoid Freak.
Yeah, that is your favorite.
That's
one.
my favorite. So I love that song.
Oh
I'd
yeah,
have to say
classy.
absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How about you?
Me, I just said. I mean, poor old broken hearted me
Ah,
every time. I mean,
yes.
I like that, but I also like "So She's Leaving Me." I
That's-
can go with that.
oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'll screw
That's
with
a
that
great
song all
tune.
day long. But let's keep going. Let's go back through some of the other tracks, like some of the first ones, like 9 to 5 and stuff like that, where you guys start to make the videos and stuff like that. Was 9 to 5 the first video that you guys made?
No.
I'm trying to think. Actually, no. 9 to
Gold
5 was the
Digger.
first serious video
Yeah,
we
yeah.
made.
Yeah.
It was kind of like where we're like, well, we need to, because 9 to 5 was our first successful radio single, and at the time 97.7 was the first radio station to fully rotate the song for us, and that meant a lot to us because we had not taken the big win from Rock Search the year before that. But you know what? I kept knocking on their door. I kept going to see my good boy Paulie Morris, and the first time I brought him the song too, he was like, "You need to remix the song. It doesn't sound mixed well." So
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck, okay."
It's not mixed enough for radio.
I'm like, it's
play.
only burnt on like
Which
200
is totally
CDs.
fair. That's totally fair
So
to say.
yeah, we took it to our good pal Ryan, and he remixed it, and I brought it back to Paul Morris, and I said, "What do you think now?" And he cranked the song about 3 times in a row, and he's like, "You know what? This is a good song, and it's very relatable. Let's put it into consideration." I just remember we made the video after, kind of gained that confidence, I feel, and yeah, it came out really good. We just wanted to put some of our personality into a video for once, right? And
Oh man,
I know you like
I love
it.
the acting. The acting. You guys.
Shout out
act,
Phil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Phil Gladman.
And what the newest video that you made, that was done in your uncle's place? Pete?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
the barn.
He's got a little storage business there, Screamin' Pete Storage, it's called. And
Okay.
so yeah, man. I asked him, I'm like, can we film a music video in there? He's like, yeah, come on in.
Like, there's all kinds of cars. Like, how many cars are in that place?
Probably about 100,
Probably about 100.
something like
And
that.
they're like all classics.
They're
and all
they're all
awesome.
nice cars.
it's an old
yeah.
chicken barn too, which is
Yeah,
kinda cool.
it's a converted chicken barn.
That must smell awesome.
It does.
Yeah.
Freshly poured concrete
we
in there.
we keep it clean. Not as bad as it once
It
did.
smells like a barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
yeah.
smells like Darren
As long as it
Sanofi.
doesn't smell like chicken shit, you're okay. But
Cigarettes and barn.
Nobody
Right.
got
Absolutely.
attacked by a rooster during the filming. or
no
anything
no
like
guard
that?
dogs, no roosters.
No,
Now
so
there's no
we're okay.
mummified roosters hanging around.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into the writing process. Like, who writes the majority? Who comes with something first? Is it the lyrics first? Is it the guitar riff, like you said? Like the whole
Oh,
song's
it's
built
literally
around one.
Well, it depends.
anything.
Like
and
the new
everything, dude.
demos, it's kind of been a fucking all 3 effort.
Yeah, for a while it was like I don't know. We just been kind of tackling what we can on our own and then bringing it to band practice. Like sometimes I'll come with the whole tune. Sometimes Pete's come with the whole tune, and we
Yeah,
kind of
but-
like put our flavor to it and fix a few things. But sometimes, like even a couple weeks ago, we hung out. We brought a couple bar downs with us, and we just literally cranked out. We were just playing around, and then we just captured it like on GarageBand. Like
The
so.
funny thing is, I don't think we're ever hurting for tunes. It's either you're bringing tunes, I'm bringing or someone's bringing a song. You
Yeah.
know? So we're never really the well's never really dry.
Songs or a riff or a
Yeah,
fucking-
something all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna ask a little bit of a controversial question here. Who's the most talented in the band?
Oh fuck.
Andy.
Yeah, I would say
I
Andy.
wouldn't.
I was gonna say Andy too.
I would say
Oh,
Andy.
well, thank you, Jesus
No.
Christ.
It's not that
Well,
controversial.
You're
it's
the
true.
No.
one. You're the one that plays everything. Like you
Yeah.
can literally play drums.
And
Play
he's
the
got-
fu-
guitar.
he can
he's
play
got-
the trumpet. Where the
he's
we
got-
got a trumpet in
And he's
here?
got
How the
perfect
fuck
pitch.
how the fuck have you guys not like incorporated a trumpet yet?
I know.
What the hell?
We haven't thought about it yet.
We
but-
had one of those horns in my house, and
Yeah.
he did the fucking.
And the fucking
I did the bugle
Yeah.
horn.
Yeah, the
morning.
bugle horn.
The
Yeah.
The
I
military
gotcha.
morning
literally
call.
every instrument he'll hop on and try it out and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
probably do okay.
Yeah, that's not controversial. Trying to fucking separate us here, eh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got a buddy like that. I mean, the buddy that made that sign right there.
Yeah.
Super talented artist, and always was in high school. Now he works in a metal factory, and I was just like, dude, I know that you're the most talented guy I know. He
Yeah.
can play every instrument as soon
Unreal.
as he sits down at it.
was unanimous decision, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
are you
cheers
gonna
to that,
say?
bud. Andy, do you still have
Yeah,
perfect
cheers.
pitch though, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
of
weird
course.
thing is, I've had perfect pitch my whole life, which I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I literally, I can't tune a guitar. I can't tune a drum. It all sounds the fucking same to me. I can't play an instrument to save my life. That's why I'm on the radio. That's why I talk about music, is because I can't play it to save my life. And the only way that I could get involved with it was to be a huge fan of it and then expose it to people.
Fucking right, man. Well, perfect pitch is when you can, I can hear any sound. Like, or you can play like notes on a piano. I don't gotta look at it, and I'll tell you what note it is just by just
like
by
go hear a
hearing it.
doorbell or a fucking alarm somewhere.
That's-
Like,
that's
oh,
not-
that's a B.
That's natural talent.
It's
right there,
kind of
man.
fucked. 'Cause I'm a
That's-
drummer, so I can't really explain it. But like, yeah, I can. It's really helped with like songwriting, like harmonies, and even I'm like the shittiest guitar player.
Yeah,
but
or just describing shit to us.
just solely because I know what notes I want to hear, I can help translate it to these.
Sometimes
guys
if we're jamming, he'll stop and be like, "Hey, can you play this?" And he'll just be like, "Nah, nah, nah, nah." He'll hum out some shit.
yeah, go to the C sharp.
Yeah.
So do you find it hard, like Taylor Hawkins find it hard? Does he write a lot of the drums and then you got to play it?
Oh yeah, Andy writes everything for all the drums. Yeah, and I show up and I try to do the best job that I can, and
Yeah.
he's the real talent behind all this, and I'm just privileged that I get to help play along with it.
What's nice with him is like just live. He puts his own flavor to it, and I think it adds a lot to the live aspect of it. But yeah, when it comes to like the studio stuff, I got that shit pretty like written down, and I record all of it. You know, that's how this band started, right? Just us three, like writing.
It is fun with like two different drummers. Like on the recording, you can tell, you know, when you have him on the drums compared to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were doing some pretty crazy rim shots there.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I
See,
like
I
that.
wouldn't know what
Yeah.
to do in that.
You didn't pull
moment.
that one out before, like somewhat in James, but I like
Dude,
that.
It was like our first time. It was like our first time playing it like this. It was like, okay, we gotta like improvise it. we gotta make sure this is like
Very
sick.
creative. Guy.
Bad blood on the rim shots. I love it.
No, it was great. Man.
Sick.
I had a great time. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've lost Rig. I mean, we've lost your bass player again.
Nicky Six, aka Big Rig. Shout
Yeah,
out.
Big Rig.
Hey Rick, if you ever see this, what the fuck?
Where are ya? Where are you? Time to punch in, buddy. Let's go.
Come on, clock in.
Yeah.
Haired. It's a haired take. My Creepy Basement is brought to you by Bar Down Lager, the beer that gets you fucked up, but good. All right. This next one's come a little closer.
Well, I'll think of you. Yes, I'll break the long lead to my brain. Well, I'll never be the fool to be with you in the kind of rain. Why do I say, hey, my sweet girl, come a little closer, even though I'm just another loser. I know you have very few intentions, so I won't let you come a little closer. Well, I'll think of you. I just feel so much better. I know it's never true. You laughed at me, nothing to say. But now I overthink, so I say, hey, my sweet girl, come a little closer. Even though I'm just another loser, I know you have very few intent, so I won't let you come a little closer. closer. Get here now, baby. Oh yeah, love a little closer. Oh yeah, come a little closer. Heard.
We shared a jam space with Rig before, and that's how like we kind of know him, and through our old drummer or whatever. And he would always stay longer after jams to like fucking fuck around and keep playing. So Rig would always be the guy that's like last to leave.
You
And
guys
we'd be
got
like,
him addicted to the Revive the Rose.
Yeah, and
the
he
Bar
yeah.
Down Lager, obviously.
he wanted in eventually.
He
and,
wanted in. He learned all the songs. He came
Yeah.
to practice. He
2
fucking
weeks.
learned it.
He learned them in.
Yeah.
Same with this guy when he did it. He
Yeah.
fucking learned all the shit.
Yeah, man.
Showed up and played. That's
He
why
straight
they're
up
fucking with
learned
us.
it all in one go.
You boys are going hard.
Yeah.
Oh, always go
Paired.
ahead.
All right, well, let's talk about the hometown of Welland, Ontario. What do you
Beautiful.
guys, I don't know, how do you describe Welland? I mean,
Awful.
Do you describe it as well as I describe Peterborough? I mean,
Yes.
Peterborough's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
man.
I love it
yeah,
up
you
here.
guys love Peterborough. I grew up here, so.
I
fair
guess.
enough.
I feel like that's what when you grow up, you always look for different angles for how you approach things, right? Or you like how you see things. Like-
Totally.
but you guys like Welland, right? Like there's certain aspects that like you really like do enjoy. And you want to see do well. We were talking about that on the way here.
For the
Remember
most
that?
part, I love I always love coming back to Welland. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just nice to be at home. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just growing up in Welland's taught me to really just appreciate the small things in life, I think, and I respect that. You know, I just think that's cool. You know.
So what's it like music-wise? Like, is there a lot of places to play? I mean, you told
Nope.
me you have
Not at
like,
all.
You told
Man,
me you
the
have
whole
like
Niagara
three.
region.
You have like 3 strip clubs. Like, how many rock clubs and stages
One.
do you guys got?
The
We got one. We
Sundowner,
got
and it's
where-
the best one, and you can go there any
That's
day.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, well, Niagara region, like where else do we have for like or like what are our music venues? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, it used to have a strip club back then.
Max Massages. You
Now
can
it's
go,
a laundry mat.
you can
Yeah.
go to Max Massage and get tugged off or fucked for fucking $300 probably.
Come
If you-
on.
If you're into that, hey,
Come
it's right down the
on.
street.
Nate Ox tried to take me there for my
Yeah.
birthday, but it was closed.
Ah,
Fun fact about Welland. It
fun fact
actually-
about there, I went. It was an
Shout
awesome
out, Nate.
time.
It had one of the best punk rock music scenes for a long time.
Yeah,
though.
so did Peterborough.
RCHC. It was called Rose City Hardcore.
The Snips.
Yeah,
and
really hardcore, man. That was like so long.
you name it, like all those like Lions Club
Murder That
places,
Maker.
It was like sold out to the tits, and
Attack
slowly
in Black.
a lot of these
Attack
bars
in
and
Black.
venues,
Yeah.
unfortunately, they started pulling out of like allowing shows to happen there, and a lot of these bands died, and then here we are left with pretty much nothing except our fucking idiots selves here, and
Yeah, man.
you know, we're not playing locally, but you know, we're getting like video games and shit, so that's kind of cool.
yeah. You guys, you got a song on NHL. What was it?
Yeah, our
Yeah.
song Bar Down, which is why we made the Bar Down Lager.
Mhm.
The song Bar Down is featured in this NHL 21 video game soundtrack. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, we thought it was decent.
That's awesome. I mean, like, that's a huge claim. I mean,
That's pretty cool, yeah.
how many other bands do you get to roll around and be like, yeah, we got a song in NHL? I mean, like,
I never really played video games, but I remember playing that.
dude,
And
remember?
I like hearing Danko Jones, Full of
Yes.
Regret.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or fucking
NHL.
Billy Talent, Red Flag.
Yeah,
Love that.
was-
You
Best
know? And
soundtrack.
like, I discovered those through EA's fucking NHL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I just heard.
Oh,
I
he's
just
so
heard.
whatever
right,
the
though.
fuck it's called.
I
You
just
know
heard
what I
true.
mean?
I
It's
just
true.
heard Billy Talent do the cover of Neil Young's "Hey Hey My My." You guys ever heard?
Oh,
of
you
that?
No.
just heard
I
that?
would love to hear
just-
I didn't hear
I-
that.
I've never heard
I've
that.
never heard
No?
that.
They have a
never-
sick
I
Passage
know what
to
we're
Bangkok.
cranking up.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
after.
Fun
Send that
fact,
later. Yeah.
with that one, I think Warner Brothers, the record label, they celebrated like a 30th anniversary or 50 years or something,
Alright.
and they got a bunch of artists to cover like classic Warner Bros. Artists. So yeah, Billy Talent covered that one. There was a couple other covers featured on that though by other artists. So it's really cool.
I like it when they actually when an American artist actually covers a Canadian song, because then like when you work in Canadian radio, it gives you a reason to play that cover,
Yeah.
right?
CanCon,
Literally, if you can get
yeah.
those 4 things that make, or whatever, the 2 out of 4 things that make it CanCon, man, you can actually play some decent tunes. Like,
Oh, hell
a
yeah.
lot of Alice Cooper stuff is actually CanCon because it was recorded here in Canada.
Come on.
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
and,
wow, that's-
like a lot of some of the stuff from Bob Rock still qualifies as CanCon because it was
True.
recorded in Vancouver and Bob Rock either wrote it or produced it, right?
No,
There's a lot of
kidding.
great
Okay.
studios and producers in Canada, man.
Yeah.
Like world class.
Actually, Brian Moncars, who mixed Need You Now, He just mixed the new Alice Cooper record.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And it's
There
pretty
you go.
good. I heard some of it. Like,
Yeah.
Alice Cooper's new record's pretty legit.
He's a pretty legit dude,
No
I'd say.
more, Mr. Nice Guy.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah. Where's some of your favorite studios that you guys recorded in?
Oh fuck.
Catherine North, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up?
We haven't
Catherine
recorded.
North, shout out them.
We
They're
haven't
fucking
recorded
awesome.
in different places
We haven't
a
really
lot.
exactly. Yeah, we haven't really recorded in much.
We are.
We recorded in
expanding our
basements.
horizons.
I mean, my creepy basement's definitely the coolest new studio.
Damn straight.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
recorded
yeah.
in.
Damn straight, my
No,
man.
Catherine North's awesome, man. They let us sleep there.
It's an old church.
We
Yeah.
played
1920
amazing guitars.
Shout out Tic Tac,
Where
Danny Host,
where is
and the boys.
Where is that in Toronto?
Hamilton.
And
Hamilton.
Will.
Yeah.
Will Cran.
And the Union by Gloria Sons was actually recorded there. So
Yeah.
we did. We like to go there. It's a good vibe. It's an old church, and
Big Rex recorded there.
yeah,
City and Color.
Arkells.
Yeah.
I get to hang out in
And
Ronnie
Revive the
Hawkins'
Roads.
barn
In,
one
in
time.
RTR.
Who's Barb?
Ronnie Hawkins' barn where he
Oh.
recorded a bunch of stuff. I got to hang out in that barn before they sold that property. It was pretty cool.
No
and I
way.
met Neil Young's brother there.
Oh no way.
Oh, I was smoking so much weed with Neil Young's brother. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh man, it was so funny. Like all of a sudden,
That's
like
hard.
I was doing this thing they were hosting. I was hosting called Rockfest because like Ronnie Hawkins' son was like hosting his own little like rock and roll show on his property with a bunch of different bands, and I was the host in between. And then I was just getting crazy high with a bunch of people. And then all of a sudden, like we're out back, we're behind a pavilion or something like that, and we're just rolling the doobie around. And then somebody's like, "Well, say hello to Bob." I'm like, "Hey, Bob, how you doing?" And they're like, "You don't know Bob?" And I'm like, "I don't know Bob." And they're like, "That's Neil Young's brother." I'm like, "Oh, hey, Bob. All right, can I have my doobie back?" Yeah, he was bogarting me like crazy.
That's awesome,
Oh,
man.
man, it was a good
Bogart
time.
Bob.
Yeah,
Hogging
you never know who
fucking
you
joint.
get to run into, but yeah.
I gotta ask you, man. Like you just like you've had quite a career like in radio, man. Like what's been like probably the most like crazy experience you've had, man, in that industry?
Craziest experience would be like people. Like I encounter some very crazy people, and a lot of people. Like I've had women fall in love with me over the air, and
Of
like
course.
literally stalk me online.
No
Have you
way.
heard-
Oh,
have you
yeah.
listened back to your voice?
Oh yeah, I have to listen back to my voice all
It
the
is
time.
smooth.
I know that's
You've
what
got a
everybody.
great
Sexy.
radio
It
voice.
sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me when I have to listen to it. Let me tell you, it's the same thing.
Sexy
man.
nails.
Yeah, exactly.
Sexman.
Sexy nails dragging down that chalkboard.
Sexman.
Nobody likes the sound of your own voice. If you are somebody, you gotta
It's
be.
true, dude.
You gotta be such a
I
pompous
agree with that.
asshole to be like,
No,
just sit there and be like, I love the sound of
It's
my
so
own voice.
true,
Yeah.
dude. It's so
Nobody
true.
likes it, but
Agreed.
when you guys watch this back, you're gonna be like, is that what I really sound like when I sit down? Like, oh,
Every time. Every time, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, boys. All right, so let's
I hate
explain, let's
myself.
explain the album. I mean, like you guys have one album under your belt, right? The one that's up on Spotify. You got some EPs and stuff, but you got one full album
Yep.
up there. What was it like recording that? I mean, was that a process and a half? I mean,
It was.
did you write? Hang on, did you write a lot of songs in the studio? Did you go in knowing exactly what you were gonna do?
So this album was kind of like really differently put together, I'd say, because honestly, 4 of the songs were from our previous EP that we took down from the web. We took it down completely because we weren't happy with the mixes, like we said
Right.
earlier, with 9 to 5. So that EP consisted of Bluff, 9 to 5, Bring Me Down, and Rebound. That was all on that. Those were on that EP. And then we took 2 songs from Potato EP, which is Welland's Finest and Gold Digger, and we just redid them completely. Didn't save anything. And then that left us with 6 brand new tunes to record. So we, essentially, it was kind of like a sample platter almost. Like we had these but even those new tunes we were doing were kind of old to us. But like we just figured at this point we needed something that was like quality, that represented us well. It was kind of like a sample. Like we can kind of go, the extra mile. It wasn't always just like the same rock and roll you're hearing. We wanted people to know we were a diverse band. So yeah, the process was kind of finicky trying to pick, to decide the final tracks that were going to go on that, and we brought a lot of them back, and we redid a lot of parts and brought a lot of old songs together and stuff. And by the time we were done it, honestly, we grew a lot from those songs. But
I was gonna say, was it frustrating at all? Like, what was probably the most frustrating part of going in there, knowing that you have to record a whole new album? How many days did you have in the studio?
I would say it just in the way we did it too, the frustrating part was we were doing it single by single almost. So we were like, hey, Moxie's gonna come out August, so that needs to be done first. And then we hadn't even touched Bar Down yet, but we're like, hey, well, Bar Down, like the vocals and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, we need to lay this down because that's the next one coming out. So had to do that in order. So I guess like we never really picked like 2 solid weeks just to get this record done. We always kind of did it right before the song came out. So that was kind of the weird part. But eventually the whole thing got done and it rolled out on May 25, not 24.
Yeah, it's a great album though. I love it, man.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you like it.
It's
dude.
a fun album right through. And
It's just what it is, man. It's just a good time. That's all we wanted, and we wanted it to be diverse.
that
like
is the
you
thing
said.
that I love about you guys. It's all good time rock and roll. Like, you
That's
know,
it,
there's no
buddy.
sad ballad on there, you know, where Andy's talking about his lost love. It's all you're a fucking gold digger and get away from me.
Yeah. I wrote that song about my friend's ex-girlfriend because he was my best friend. His name's Joel. Shout out to Joel.
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 So Joel dated this chick one time, and he bought her like Tiffany jewelry. I don't know if you know what that is.
Oh, I know what Tiffany's.
Yeah, so like
I bought my fair share of jewelry and not gotten it back at the
oh
end.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he bought a
Hard
shit ton of
pass.
this stuff. And then he took this chick out to a baseball game to the Jays. And she got mad at him, like literally like, ignored him for the rest of the night because he didn't buy her a Blue Jays shirt at the game.
Oh,
Just the day after he
Come
just
on,
gives her all
ladies.
this Tiffany jewelry.
Come
So
on.
I wrote that song about that. I'm like, what a fucking bitch.
Listen, I mean, but what if? All right, let's just say, what if roles are reversed? All right, I'm bringing a girl to the Revive the Rose show, and I don't buy her a shirt at the end of the show. I mean, that's just.
To be fair, our
that's
merch
just
is a lot
wrong.
cheaper, but
Well,
there you
it
go.
depends if she wants it or not.
Oh,
though.
she's gonna want it, right?
I hope so. I mean,
I'll just give you a shirt.
I
man.
just think it's it's just the thought that counts. You're grateful you even got it to begin with, but fuck it. I guess if you're gonna ghost your boyfriend for the whole day, that's a whole other level, in my
Whatever,
opinion.
man. Women do some crazy things. Trust me, I've had some crazy experiences throughout my life and relationships. But what's it like being in a band? Is it hard to hang on to a relationship? Like, who's got?
Oh, no.
Who's
Do
gonna dive
any of
into
you
this?
guys have girlfriends
no.
anymore?
Currently, no. Not right now.
No.
but-
Nope. Nope.
This guy
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Matt
Matt
And
does.
if anything, I just basically moved in with her. So
Nice, nice.
So,
Matt,
so currently, this is such a wild story. So we're playing the one show, the Ancaster show, opening up for the Trues, and I just meet Matt's girlfriend for the first time. And then there's a picture that gets posted of all of us on social media, and my mom texts me and says, "Hey Matt, your buddy's dating your buddy's dating your cousin. I just want to let you know." I'm just like, "What?" And we find out we're related. You
Oh,
remember,
yeah,
you remember
that's
that?
right.
We're just like,
Nice.
"What?"
So he's
yeah.
related to Matt's girlfriend, and we didn't know that. He didn't even know
found that
that.
out through
I-
social media.
I didn't even know. Yeah.
At least you didn't find out she's your cousin. I mean,
that would have been better.
Yeah.
better? That's it's not what you wanted to say there. Would have been better if she's your cousin.
Yeah.
Not good. Bud.
Riggs
Not good.
wifed up, Matt's wifed up, and the rest of the boys are on the prowl.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Up on Tinder, all that stuff.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
No, not even.
12 matches rolling into town, baby.
Nice,
Let's go.
buddy. Nice, nice.
I don't like those
Let's
apps,
go.
man. I just feel like it's I don't know.
Shut the fuck
I don't.
up.
I don't.
I don't
though.
like them either.
Open
but
your phone and you're on fucking Tinder,
I don't
Bumble,
got it.
POF,
Open your
fucking
eyes.
Christian Mingle,
You got me mixed up.
fuck a single.
You got me mixed up.
Farmers.com.
Different guy, man.
Any
guy.
fucking
You got the
thing
wrong
you
guy,
can think
dude.
of.
Stop.
J-Date.
Yeah.
You got the wrong
Jesus
guy.
Christ.
Next question.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back
It's
to the
hard dating
let's
someone
get back to
being
the music. What's your favorite song to play? We'll go around the table. What is your favorite song to play in your repertoire?
Mine, I guess mine personally would probably be I love playing like out of our band
Yeah.
songs. I like playing On Your Own a lot. That's
Okay.
my favorite one, I'd say.
I still love Bad Blood. I mean, that's,
That one's fun.
it's one of my favorites. I mean, I can't get over it.
What about
Yeah.
you boys?
I would
Well-
probably say Bad Blood. I love that bridge.
Well, it's
and
finest.
everything about that. Really?
Yeah, man. The music locks in great, and everybody just kind of vibes it a lot.
Yeah, I guess.
Definitely
Well,
come
just me.
come a little closer for sure for me.
Yeah, you like
I
that one,
love
eh?
that one, man. Riding on the bell and like doing like those accents. Yeah.
all right. So, what's the hardest song for everybody to play?
Oh.
For me personally, Need You Now is probably, or actually no, Bar Down. Sorry, Bar Down. I'm taking
Bar
it
Down
back.
looks like it's
Yeah.
hard to play.
It's
There's a lot going on
I
in it.
hate singing that one. I can't believe I structured it that way, but I can't sing it like that now, so I hate playing it. But you know, that one got picked up in the video game now. So
Yeah.
here I am stuck with it.
There you
but,
go, man.
I love it though. I love it though.
It's
at the end of
your
the day.
Presidents of the United States lump.
Yeah.
You're-
Oh my
you're
God. Yeah.
definitely-
Lump.
You're definitely not gonna like it by the end of it.
Great banger.
Yeah, awesome.
What would you say is
Great.
the hardest song for you boys to play live?
Bad Blood.
Really, eh?
Yeah, the vocals are kind of high, so it's a little bit of a strain, but
Okay.
it's good though. Like I love fucking playing it. It's just a little hard though sometimes, a little haired.
What about you?
They're not too bad. I don't have to sing, so like
Well, play.
That's fair.
What's the hardest one to play? You'd say live.
none of them.
There
Matt's,
you go.
Matt's really good at guitar, so
Well, I mean, our shit's not that difficult. Let's be real.
That's the slash.
No, he's
that's the
right.
slash answer of just like what?
Yeah.
I don't even. I'm
Fuck-
not even.
fuck yeah.
I can
Not
play
even
it all.
awake when I play that fucking
Yeah.
song, man.
If I had to say, I would have to say Bar Down because of how tight it is and how it's like the song. It's like we got to be on the ball like for
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
all the time, like 100%, like killing it. And then that break, and that's like the
That
time,
break,
oh,
yeah,
that
the break is
break,
fucking-
Yeah, that's what we need.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what about your favorite song to cover? If you can throw anything in,
Ooh.
when you want to throw something in, what do you guys throw
Break
in for a
stuff.
good cover?
Dude,
Or-
break stuff was sick.
it's a great cover.
Yeah, we
break.
covered
Yeah.
Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit for a wedding.
Not bad.
For a wedding.
Oh, shout out,
Shout
Bobby.
out, Bobby.
Shout out,
I love how you say
Cousins.
what
Bobby
wedding.
Cousins.
Shout out, Bobby. Good stuff, man. Yeah, that must have been a banger of a wedding.
It was a good time.
Holy
We needed
so
that.
fun.
Fuck.
I know. I was just like, that guy's getting married and I can't get a girlfriend? My fucking God.
We polished off a 26-year Crown Ape in like half hour, but
Yep.
You've
On
almost
stage.
done that now.
I know, but
Oh, you're
Well,
right.
that'll
It's
be-
almost-
that'll
but
be
we
finishing.
totally beat that record
Actually,
last
here,
time.
give me some of that, will you?
Absolutely. be my
Yeah,
guest.
that was shout out Bobby. That was fucking
Yeah.
fun as
Yeah,
fuck.
that
That was
was
a
To
great
play
time,
that
man.
wedding, that was super cool,
No
man.
doubt, man. That looked
A
like
lot of booze and
It was just in the
Swedish
back of a
meatballs.
fucking
They treated us well, man.
yeah, just in the back of a brewery there.
Everybody treats you guys pretty well. Back of a brewery.
True.
What
Yeah.
fucking brewery?
I don't. Well, I
the
forgot what
one,
it's called.
dude, it's
Fuck.
near the Quality Inn where we're staying.
Quality Inn where you guys are
You go up the hill past Starbucks, and then it's like you take
It's
a
in like
oh,
an
right-
Smith Haven.
yeah,
That might-
that's the
Smith
one.
Haven. Oh yeah, I've had their
Yeah.
beer a bunch of
It's
times.
like so low key
Right, it's
though.
a
You don't
brewery.
even know. It looks like a fucking
Nice
like
place.
a U-Haul
Totally.
warehouse or
But
some
they
shit.
used to do some crazy stuff before this goddamn COVID. But they would do like barbecue nights and stuff like that.
Oh,
Oh, that'd
they
be a
would-
perfect spot for it
Dude,
too.
and then like
Barbecue.
they'd have
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 different guys doing barbecue and like
Yeah,
a
man.
professional chef making shit, and you're like trying all the beers and stuff.
Oh, unreal.
That place was awesome, man. Yeah, damn COVID, taking all the fun away.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, man. I can't
I'm still
stand
having
this
quite
shit.
the fun.
But
Yeah.
push through it though.
Yeah,
There's a light
I
at
mean,
the end of the tunnel.
We're pushing through it.
Uh,
I mean, like
We've been
literally-
lucky, all of
I
us,
feel like
I'd
we've
say.
been pushing
I
through
mean,
it.
Yeah.
I'm
We've
lucky
always
I
been-
even made it out of 2020. I mean, like literally, I almost lost my mind, and that's literally where to the point that I'm just like, I'm gonna
I
make a
know.
place where I can put the bands in my basement because I had
You
you
did
guys
it.
on the back deck, and that was like my one thing during COVID. I'm like,
And that was a
I-
good time though.
I can look forward to
That was awesome.
once
yeah.
every 2 weeks. I can have a band on the back deck, and then I'll get to see some live music, and I'll get something to look forward to. And then all of a sudden it got cold, and I was just like, how the hell am I gonna have a band in minus 20 outside? I'm sure we could have done it, but like. I mean, I came down here one day and I was just like, let's clean this place up and let's make a podcast studio and let's get some live music going again and put it on the internet for all to fucking see. So, thank
I
you.
wish people could see behind the scenes here. This is so fucking good.
Nah, thanks, man. Thanks. I mean,
Professionals, man.
It turned out the way that I wanted it to with absolutely no experience and literally just like a vision
Yeah.
one time on God knows what I ingested. And I'm just down here looking at it. I'm like, all right, we'll do it. And then the only thing that I couldn't take out was the naked lady statue.
Yeah.
Poor Gertrude.
Well,
Nah,
man,
you gotta keep
It's-
Gertrude in.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, there
She's
was.
keeping us warm.
She's gonna tip over, man.
Well,
It's something
no, she looks-
fucking bad is gonna
You're
happen.
the
No,
one
she's
that did
good.
it, man. You're the one that called her names. You're the one that said
I
things to
didn't
her.
say these things.
All right, there is a naked lady statue at the very end of the table, and I
Yeah.
literally I was always told, okay, so I got like this old neighbor that lives behind me, right? And we used to throw like a lot of crazy parties, especially when I first got divorced. And then all of a sudden, every day that guy takes a lap around the block. He's got to be in his 80s and stuff, right? And we party hard, and the dog's always barking at him, and fucking my kid's always out there jumping on the trampoline. And then he comes over and he's just like, oh, well, yeah, you live in this place. I've been here for 60-something years and blah, blah. you know about the lady that killed herself in your house, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he starts telling me about this lady that lived here that had like 4 or 5 kids, and she had this like jerk off boyfriend that would beat the crap out of her, and she'd always go running back to this guy, like she'd run across and run through the hedge and run into this guy's house to save her from the crazy boyfriend. And then I guess at one point that guy like took a bunch of the kids and left, and then she like hung herself or killed herself in here somehow. Now that might be what happened, or this guy didn't like the fact that the young bald guy behind him was partying like a madman, and literally he's got a dog that's always barking at him, and maybe if I tell him that his house is haunted, he might move the fuck out. So I don't know.
Option B, hard.
Maybe option B. Or I've had a lot of crazy stuff happen in this place. It's 100 and something years old. Like the basement's the creepiest thing in the world.
I love it down here. It's a
I know.
vibe.
It's a vibe.
Well, hence the
I'm
name,
gonna
hence the
sleep
name.
down here, so stop telling me these
Yeah, man.
things.
Back
That was awesome. Thank you.
And it's so different playing all the songs like this.
I know, right?
Just I like the rim shots. All right, this is Moxie. Your head is clown. You gotta drain it out. Running out of patience, running out of time. You got to give me one side. You got attitude. Nobody will put up with you. So let the story die. Play your cards out. It's the best you got. I never wanted anything from you besides your love. Well, I never let you walk all over me, 'cause I know better. You shut your mouth, stop trying to chew me out. All of your threats and all of your words may not bring me down. From your point of view, nobody can see through your plastic smile. Nothing's just a good real expert. I know what you are. I never wanted anything from you besides your love. Well, I never let you walk all over me, 'cause I know better. Yeah! Motherfucker, I never wanted anything from you besides your love. I never let you walk all over me, 'cause I know better.
Fuck yeah.
Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die.
Hey.
So what's next? What's next? Are we album? Or are we
Honestly,
writing? Or is it just we have no idea because of goddamn COVID?
yeah, honestly, it's kind of in the air right now. We are like putting new music out though. Like there will be more singles. We're just unsure as to like, is it just gonna be an EP? It's probably gonna be an EP, I'd say, but we would like to do a full-length record.
But I
again.
mean, is there much point in doing the full-length record anymore? Is there just throw it up to
Great-
Spotify
great
when you're ready,
question.
right? Like
That's a great
that's.
question.
I mean, is the album dead? I always kind of look at it that way.
We will definitely hit the studio again soon for at least a couple more.
Yeah, we're yeah, we got at least 2 more confirmed right now that are on route, but we do want to record at least 2 to 3 more this year and hopefully fit them in some schedule to get them out here. But
Just singles, man. Just keep pumping out singles.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
live
and
in
we-
the singles world.
we've always prided in like
It's all about the Spotify and the YouTube channel right now, right?
Yeah,
So,
and we've always prided in just putting your all into one song, and making sure it's, it's not just a filler tune, we like all of our songs, like we just put a lot of vision behind them and just try to at least milk them as best as we could, or like what's the most we can do outside the box thinking for this song, so I think we're just gonna do it that way. If we have an EP, it's less to kind of handle that way, like versus an LP, it's a lot of songs, right?
So all right, what is the next big vision when it comes to like a video for a certain song that you've got in mind that's probably going to go into the studio, and then we've got a video that's already been envisioned? Because I know you're already thinking this.
I just think the song itself, like these new songs are just like next level. Like I just think it's like a whole mature, like I said with the last record, it was kind of a sample platter of the last like 7 years as
Agreed.
a band,
Yeah.
and I think this is just kind of like the full marinated Revive the Rose. I think like no one's ready like for this. Like I think Need You Now is a good fucking transition into it, and
Welcome back.
yeah, I think it's just gonna get better, you know.
that CD
Now-
had songs on there from like
Yeah.
7 years ago when we started the band. So.
I
You
just think
guys say that you're at the best you've ever been.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we're just
Like even though before you probably
Yeah.
had a lot of piss and
I think-
vinegar when you were 18, but you didn't have the musical
yeah.
chops that you
we've
had
we've
now.
grown into ourselves a lot, man.
oh, big time. We're
lot.
still doing that.
And lyrically too,
Right,
I'd say
right.
like personally, like even
Yeah.
with, as a guy that writes most of the lyrics for the band, like I just say like I think lyrically all together when we've
Yeah.
collaborated on a lot more lyrics too and stuff, I just think it just speaks volumes more versus like
we're
what
still
we've-
finding our sound and
Yeah.
ourselves.
We're
man.
connecting.
So overall, we're just really excited on the new product that everyone's gonna hear now, like versus like the new videos and shit. I think everyone just needs to hear this new RTR now. So that's what
Okay.
I'm stoked on.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what I wanted. I mean, I've always wanted people to hear you. Where it's
It
just
feels
like,
fresh as fuck.
these guys are just a great band
Yeah.
that people need to
Yeah.
hear. And once they hear you, they're just like they get into one song. There's one song on in your repertoire that somebody's gonna love, right? It
Fuck.
doesn't really matter who they are.
I'm glad to hear that, man. That's good.
I mean, it's just got to get more radio love. That's it. I don't know what these people are
to
doing.
Maddie's point, it's like a fucking onion. You get to the next layer, it's fucking fresh as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
fucking
man.
onion.
Just
That's
use
right.
it.
Hard.
Yeah, just
So
keep
what do you
going.
think is probably like the best bonding experience that you guys have had out on the road?
Doing shit like this, man.
Well, I mean, there's this with me, but I mean that's a whole
We've
different.
had
There's a lot more we
lot.
can't tell you though. So.
What? Why can't you tell me, man? This is the creepy
Oh.
basement. This is where things
Oh
come
my
out,
god.
man.
We'll
All
go
right?
around. We'll go around the
What's the
table.
bonding experience where you're like, we're never gonna talk about this again unless some bald guy on a podcast asks us about it in like 3 years from now.
Trash in hotel rooms, acting like Motley Crue.
I
Nice.
think
Yeah.
if I keep it on a more genuine level, I'd say probably I think the first tour we ever did as a band, I think that was just like it really like as a person it really helped me find myself as a person. Like it just kind of painted kind of like the path I wanted in life, and just by touring, just by chilling and hanging out with my boys, and just playing music and just like having fun, so I think that first tour will always be like something like that just was like that's a staple to me in this
All right.
band.
What's the most scandalous thing?
we're talking scandalous?
Like, yeah, stole a lady's clothes and put her out in the hotel hallway. Like, what have
Oh.
you done?
We haven't done that much crazy shit.
Andy fucking threw me onto the fucking bed and I broke it.
Yeah, we were all
Then the
drunk.
TV was broken. The other bed was broken. The fucking toilet was clogged. The fucking room was a fucking
Well,
Hey,
mess.
actually, that
was a
first tour
disaster.
that he was
first tour,
that
yes.
first tour he was talking about, I woke up one morning to someone fucking puking, shitting, and
Yeah, I
pissing,
was,
and
I
there
was
was
pissing
like,
in the closet and
there
puking
was
at the same
pissing
time.
in the closet with a fucking hand towel that was covered in shit.
I didn't do that.
So okay, here let me paint the picture.
And
here.
that's what I
So,
woke up to, man.
there was
And
this
I'm just like,
there was
let's
this
go back
pail
to bed.
there was this pail in the closet of the hotel room,
right.
and someone puked in it, and then I ran out of toilet paper, so I was wiping my ass with a hand towel.
You did it. It was
So
you.
I put the hand towels covered in shit in the puke bucket, and then I forget if it was you or other
Someone
Steve.
started pissing.
Someone
in it,
pissed
though.
on
me,
it.
me. I was pissing and puking at the same time because I drank. Matt and I drank a 2-4 each.
And then we were smoking so much fucking weed, we ran out of weed, and we started hotboxing the washroom with
With
cigarettes.
tobacco.
So the best
Matt
part
and I
though-
ran out of fucking weed, so we just fucking smoked it out with tobacco instead.
I had
that's
I had a
right.
fucking pack of darts, and we ran
and
out
we,
of weed.
and
so
we did not want to
fucking-
go to bed yet. So.
This was all in Montreal, by the way. But
Nice.
the best part about it was when we were leaving the hotel, they're like, "Can you wait here as we inspect your room?" And we're like, "Sure, we'll wait." And They fucking they
They
looked,
okayed it.
and they're like, yeah, you're good to go. And meanwhile, this piss shit puke bucket was just in the fucking closet.
Surprise.
Welland's finest. That's what this one's called. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Rubbing it around in his get down. Wondering if you ever take it out. Packing a bowl and some beer in your bullshit just to push her while you're proud. Bottles days, always. When you're out the 9 to 5 club. No idea why I stick around. For so long, I can't control myself. Don't stop running, don't stop like you do. I can't control myself. Don't stop running, don't stop like you do. Here we go, here we go. Well now, people always say 'cause they love you. Jealousy will always say how. Well, that's when you buy a new forest, start chugging away. I'm above. Some bottles days, always. Till I don't know your name. I've been drinking so much down there, I won't get out now. Control myself. Don't stop running, don't stop locking in. I can't control myself. Don't stop locking in. I can't control myself. Don't stop running, don't stop locking in. I can't control myself. Don't stop running, don't stop locking in. But I can't control myself. Stop running, don't stop lacking it. I can't control myself. Stop running, don't stop lacking it. I can't control. But I can't control. Don't stop liking it. I can't control myself. Don't stop running. Don't stop liking it. I can't control running. Don't stop liking it. I can't control myself. Don't stop running. Don't stop liking it.
Find us at Taps Brew House.
Yeah, shout out Taps Brew House.
Yeah, you
Shout
can
out.
find us there between the hours of any and all.
Yeah, and you can find us Yeah, just on pretty much at Taps, I guess. It's the next channel,
All right.
Bar Down Longer.
So I guess we can put out the call now to everybody out there. All right, if you are in a band and you have a band, now you can message me.
Yes.
A lot of people have been messaging me, and I'm like, I don't know if it works yet. And now we got to get more drunk.
Exactly.
Figure out life.
Hey.
All right.
Cheers.
Bar down and
boys.
cheers, boys.
Let's go. Thanks, Guernsey.
Thanks for having us, buddy.
Full disclosure, I am tripping balls.
Yeah!